Alright, hi everybody. We're here with Fury. Is your name correct?
Yes, you got it correct.
Alright. And he is a part werewolf, part vampire. You were part werewolf originally, right?
That is correct. I was born werewolf, yes,
Okay.
which is rare.
Yeah.
I mean, women aren't usually born werewolves, and my mother, was a werewolf. This happens only every 3 generations. This happens, and I'm born with that. Yes,
Alright. And so to be born a werewolf, you have to have both werewolf parents.
yes.
Okay. And just explain a little bit about yourself and
Well, I am a werewolf, but I also have vampire abilities. This came about by the meeting of Alexei Romanoff, who some may know as Anthony. We came in contact some years ago, many years ago, and I never liked Anthony. I never liked Alexei. I feel that he was a bit cocky, and he wanted what I had, and I wanted what he had. I have the ability to walk in the daylight, and he had other abilities, but he was also weak. He was limited by his abilities, and we made a deal. We came to a compromise, and by different processes, I was able to acquire his ability, and he was able to have some of mine. So I am a daywalker. I am a werewolf. I still have that ability, though I do have some skin reaction to the sunlight. But
can you show us some of this?
yeah, I have my skin blisters sometimes if I am in the sunlight for too long. I do have tattoos here I've acquired over the years in an attempt to assimilate with human beings and live a somewhat normal life with you human beings. But
That's smart. So yeah, tell me about the meeting with Anthony or
well, I met Anthony many years ago. He's a bit of a cocky individual, I would say. He was last of the Romanovs. He was able to survive the mass death of his family, and through that, he became an individual I didn't grow to like too much. But in meeting him, I admired his abilities, and he admired mine. And through ingesting his blood and ceremonially being acquiring his power, I acquired some of the basic abilities. Yes, his agility, his speed. Werewolves were known to have brute strength, but I was able to acquire his speed and agility and some of his more tactical abilities. But somehow I acquired the weakness for sunlight. I'm not really sure. I know that he was impervious to sunlight, but I didn't gain that power from him. I'm not really sure how he acquired that. Again, Alexei, as you know, is Anthony. He's a powerful individual, and it was through that I was able to overlook some of our past, to make a trade, to make a deal of sorts, so that we can continue to be, I guess, stronger powers, from his life and to mine,
Mm. So being a modern day half breed, how is that affecting your want to live kind of a normal human life?
It has its perks. I enjoy the women. I enjoy sex and some of the other human pleasures. I am impervious to lung cancer and liver cancer, so I smoke and I enjoy the libations that typical humans enjoy. Actually, I like to live life. I like to enjoy that. I recently learned how to dance, as werewolves were somewhat brute creatures, and though I'm half breed, I guess I picked up some of the romantic abilities from the vampire abilities. So I've learned to dance, and I've learned to mingle with human women, and I enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot.
Have you ever had anyone discover that you were half breed? I mean, your eyes are. I mean, if we.
Oftentimes my eyes are a dead giveaway, but in today's society, sometimes what would have seemed abnormal hundreds of years ago seemed like regular modern day stuff. So
Yeah.
I'm not often discovered, but sometimes in the midst of passion, it overwhelms me. The power, the brute strength. I have to keep it. I have to keep it controlled, even in lovemaking. But yeah, I enjoy the human life.
Alright.
Though I don't admire humans at all. I think they I think they would want to be me, but there are times that I envy them, I guess.
Yeah. So changing the subject a little bit, being a half breed as we keep mentioning, how do you go about feeding?
Unfortunately, because I am a half breed, I do require human blood. For for some reason or another, I pity the humans and I don't wish to feed on them. I enjoy raw beef, actually,
Huh.
but I believe it or not, this is not my best form. I've not been feeding as much as I should. But there are times when I find a willing partner that I have to, quench the need.
Mm. And so you're saying if you feed more, you become more powerful, you're saying?
Absolutely.
No. Okay. Um, and how do you go about it being a half breed? Do you take the more violent path or do you try and be as civil as possible?
I think the werewolf side of me likes to take what I need and conquer
Hmm.
those that are weaker. But the vampire in me has become a little bit more romantic, made me a little bit more romantic. And oftentimes I will find a woman, sometimes even a male, that is who wishes to be that sacrifice for my hunger. I
Hmm.
guess if I could say that.
And now being a vampire, well, half.
Half
Yeah.
werewolf, half vampire.
Yeah.
I was born a werewolf.
Okay. So the vampire part, you're still getting used to that.
Yeah, I'm still getting used to that. That has been a task. Alexia again. Well, you know Alexia as Anthony. He took some time with me. He tried to teach me the things that he knows, controlling the power, harnessing its it's a power that can be overwhelming. There
Yeah.
are new things. There's speed that I never had. There's agility that I never felt, and I'm getting used to it over time, I
Yeah.
guess. But I suppose I have hundreds of years to get used to it. So
Mm. Were you immortal before, or now that you're a half vampire, are you immortal
I was
now?
born a werewolf. We are well. Even vampires are not immortal. I mean, we all have a form in a way in which we could come to our demise. But I, death is not really a concern for me now at all.
How long would you say you have?
I'm sorry.
How long would you say you have left to live?
I have many years ahead of me unless I meet a challenge or I meet someone with more power than I have. Death
Mm.
will not be something I will encounter.
Okay. And speaking about Anthony's powers, you said you got more agility and more speed.
Yes.
Anthony was also very talented in the psychic realm and being able to open other people's third eyes and being able to take people over completely.
Uh,
Any of
I
that?
think I think that that is something that I have not quite mastered yet. I may have that ability. It's something that may be
It's in
untapped
development.
inside, but I don't have the psychic abilities are limited usually to vampires. That is something that I was unable to acquire, I believe. But I suppose I have plenty of decades and hundreds of years ahead of me to acquire that and build.
Hmm. So you're saying you could possibly learn that?
I think so, yes.
Okay. Uh, hmm. Well, what do you do normally? Like,
What is my everyday life like?
yeah. What's your normal day like?
I spend a lot of time working on my physical abilities, a lot of time with those that I feel are adequate lovers. I think when you're a werewolf or a vampire or a half breed like me, I think you have a lot of leisure time. We don't have typical human concerns, but I try to maintain a somewhat human life. I have friends. I have those I associate with, usually other werewolves, and we just spend our time just living, assimilating, talking, telling stories of the time, of the past, reminiscing on the decades and years behind us and those ahead of us. It's a lot of our time.
So, you're saying you have friends and you stay with the werewolf crowd, you're saying?
A lot of my friends are werewolves. I have very few human friends. I fear, I fear that they won't understand or won't be able to come to grips with what I am. So I stay with my own kind typically.
Mm-hmm.
Even, but unfortunately, some of my werewolf friends aren't aware of the vampire abilities. But I think they can smell it on me.
How do you think they'd react if they knew?
I think they will fear me. I don't wish to be. I guess in every wolf pack, as they say, there's the lead wolf,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't have a need for that. I don't need to be the head of any pack, but I think they would fear me. I think they would feel the control, fear the control that I could have over them. But again, I live my life to enjoy it. I don't wish to bring fear to the hearts of anyone, but I'm certainly equipped to deal with any challenges that may arise. I would say.
So, another question. The tattoos, are they are they just to help you assimilate to human culture, or
Well, I mean, over time, I've seen these tattoos, as you call them, evolve from an art form to a fad.
eh,
I think it was a way. I think it's interesting. I admire it. So I thought, why not?
I noticed you had one on your
This
face,
is
I
not a
believe.
tattoo on my forehead.
What would that be?
This is a symbol. Once after my transformation, after I acquired vampire powers from Anthony, from Alexi, I woke up the next day. We do sleep as werewolves, and we woke up the next day, and this symbol was here, right between my eyes. I'm not sure if this is. I'm not sure of its meaning. I don't quite understand it. I know that I am one of a kind. I know I've yet to hear or come in contact with anyone like me, and I think that may be a symbol for that.
All right. So, well, I'd like to thank you for coming out.
I thank you for having me.
Uh, well, I'm sure we would like to see you back if
I
you'd be
would like
willing
to.
to talk
I would
more.
like to see you again. Also, for a human, you're interesting. You're very inquisitive. I like that.
Thank you very much. This is Dakota from Haunted Curiosities, and this is Fury, our new half breed. And thanks y'all for watching.